It's the National Football League.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. That one over the back line of the end zone. The touchback means the drive will start at the 30. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, granted exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
On the ground, here is the rookie from Texas A&M. He'll manage only a couple. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That is caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. No problem there on the extra point, and the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
One thing that was pretty evident when we had a chance to talk to him, Mike, is this guy, he just wasn't satisfied with his individual performance. They came away with the win, and that was great. But one area that seems to continue to hold him back is that he's predetermining where he goes with the ball. Not only did it lead to the 2 interceptions, but it leads to some missed opportunities as the play unfolds. He could have had more touchdown output if he would have just gotten off that first read and found the open man. He got away with it last week. He doesn't want to make a habit of trying to get away with it every week. He needs to clean that up, especially if he wants to come away with a win here today.
That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete to Cavante Turpin. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. That's caught. He is in. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Seattle. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it. A gain of 17 yards. First down, 49.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Purdy. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. The extra point is good. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll break the huddle. It's second. Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Now, faking the give. That's going to be incomplete, and they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The tight end, Fant, in motion. On the ground is Mason. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So, they'll talk. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Play clock nearly expires as they... Oh, the ball's out. The Niners have got it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused. His eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are, and I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays, and after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Purdy on first down. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And after a gain of 9 and 3rd down, coming up.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the 49ers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. Charvarius Ward able to get the hand in there and make the play.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
They get 15 on that game. First down, Seattle. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run. This is Mason. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
And he will have the Seahawks first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Now this time they'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
A run. And here's Mason. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run with Charbonnet. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. He'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Danny Gray. Touchdown, Seahawks. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Brandon Ayuk heading back onto the field with his 49er teammates. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The Seahawks offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Three points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. Cavante Turpin on the return. Oh, yeah. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Metcalf with the grab. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. They'll look to pick up the pace. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He finds Metcalf on the slant. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Up the middle they go. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. It's taken in, and he will have the Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the air one more time. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Now he takes off. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. He slams it in there, and he is in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. 1st and 10. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. As the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And
luxury. There's certain teams when they have a guy like this. I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. The extra point, up and good. And the 49ers extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set to go again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now a give on the ground, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that. Here's a 2nd and 9. Charbonnet the back, and he goes straight ahead. And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down forthcoming. They'll look to throw. Metcalf pulls in that one. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Throwing now from the gun. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A run now on 2nd down. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Remember this one thing, it is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on third down.
Now a give up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll stick with him again. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up third down. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll motion over Metcalf. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will have the Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. To the ground, he'll get it again. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Here we go. 1st and goal. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. They'll try to run this one in. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Niners offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Samuel has it on the slant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Purdy now on second down. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs. And just as importantly, stop the clock. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. 2nd and 6 coming up. Again in the air for Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Throwing again is Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. Here's 1st down. They'll throw again with Purdy. Samuel there to make the catch. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.